You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
No, for real, you guys really are. This channel just rolled over 500k subs, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and will have never happened without everyone's constant support. I want to use this milestone as an opportunity to answer some questions that I've been asked about myself in the direction of this channel, but first, let's move on to what matters most, the giveaway. So I asked in my last poll how many headsets we should give away when I hit 500k and we landed on 5, so that's how many we'll do. Don't worry though, this is going to be super simple. No smash like and subscribe, no Gleam.io retweet every 4 hours, join my Discord, get tickets, and in 1 month you can find out you lost. No, literally, all you have to do is drop a comment on this video and you are in. The first headset is going to go to the most upvoted comment after that week. Doesn't matter if the comment says, I hate you, Chris, give me a quest. If you guys upvote that most, that person's going to get a quest. The second is going to be entirely my choice. So perhaps you said something that made me laugh, I like your name, maybe you said something that made me feel real good. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be kind of fun and personal for me to be able to pick someone myself. The next 3 are going to be completely random. I'll be using a bot that draws randomly from the comments. Doesn't matter what you comment, you're going to be entered in automatically. Feel free to comment as many times as you like, just be aware that it does sort out the duplicates, so that's not going to help you. Also, try to keep your comments fairly clean so YouTube doesn't auto-filter them out yourself, because that'd be a tragedy. So yeah, that's all. I really wish I can give you all one. You guys definitely deserve it, but good luck, and let's get on to some of these great questions.
I need to know how you started to become a YouTuber.
Pretty much I've been uploading stuff to YouTube since around 2007. I used to upload a bunch of skateboarding stuff, a bunch of random gaming footage like Halo 2 and things like that. But as far as this channel is concerned, it all started one night when I was with my friends and we were playing PokerStars VR. I found this glitch with my controller that allowed me to move in the places you're not supposed to be able to get to. So when my buddy was in the restroom, I hid underneath the table. And when he came back, I jumped up and I scared the living shit out of him. So we all had a good laugh and we're like, you know what, that's pretty funny. This would actually make some quality content. So I figured out how to record. We got everyone in on it and we basically shot an entire video of us just jump scaring people in PokerStars VR. And the video was well received. People seemed to like it. So that was pretty much the birth of the channel, and I continued to do some stuff after that.
I'm curious, have you ever broken anything from headsets to devices or furniture while doing your stunts for VR chat?
So that's actually the most common question / comment that I receive on any of my videos. So the answer is yes, but I am actually planning to do like a full breakdown video, damage report on all the stuff I've done and all the headsets I've broken like in the near future. So just keep an eye out for that and I'll be covering everything.
What's your mental process before you commit to a possibly dangerous stunt?
Just do it!
No, but for real, I do find that just kind of going for it is the best course of action. If I overthink it too much, then I might second guess it or something. I don't really do things that I find too dangerous, but usually stuff is extremely embarrassing. If that's the case, a little bit of alcohol will help me out, and then I'll still just go for it and see what happens.
Who or what got you into VR?
Pretty much all that happened was my older brother bought a PlayStation VR and I gave it a try, and the second I put it on, it absolutely blew my mind. Like, I had so much fun that I was like, this is life now. Like, I never had any experience with VR before. I never really looked up VR stuff. I didn't even know VR had progressed to this point. But the second I tried it, I have never experienced anything else in my life that I knew without a doubt, this is 100% going to be the future.
How do you do all the tricks you do? Were you a circus performer or something? Or did you teach yourself?
No, definitely not a circus performer. I have done some circus performances, but it's all at a very, very amateur level. Pretty much everything I do is self-taught, but usually my process is I'll just get an idea, I'll watch a YouTube video, and then I'll just start winging it and see what happens. Anyone that actually does any of the skills that I've tried will watch the video and be like, oh my god, like, he absolutely butchered it, that is terrible. But that's half the fun in it, honestly, in my opinion.
Have you had to go to the hospital because of one video or clip you're trying to make?
So as far as the hospital's concerned, I've never had to go. All my bones are good. I feel like a lot of the stunts look like they're a lot worse than they actually are. The only one that actually did kind of mess me up for a bit is when I was launching off this chair. I wasn't expecting to get totally yeeted, and I landed on my lower back right at the edge of the chair. That kind of tweaked my back for like a month and a half, but everything's all good now. Believe it or not, there actually is a technique to falling, which I fall all the time when I'm just screwing around just trying to learn new random circus stuff. So I feel like a lot of that is translated over and then helped me a lot not to get injured while just doing stupid falls in VR. And also, cheers to 500,000.
How many headsets have you ever owned?
10.
When did you get into VR exotic dancing? Do you do VR exotic dancing often with the guys and gals?
Oh man, so all these comments about me being some sort of exotic dancer slash stripper are some of the ones that crack me up the most because listen, I have never done exotic dancing, I've never done stripping. You tell me who's gonna pay money to see this? Who's gonna pay money to see that? Absolutely nobody. The only experience I have with a pole is when I bought it just through that one particular bit. And literally all I did was I set it up, played around on it for 30 minutes, and then just winged the entire thing. I have practiced on it a bit since then because I want to get better, but literally I have no formal experience or anything at all. I do want to give a huge shout out to the actual dancers and actual pole dancers in VR chat because I kind of feel like I'm doing them a disservice. I mean, you hit the FPT heaven on a weekend, you're going to see some actual talent going on out there, and trust me, it is not easy, so huge props to them.
Do you get as much enjoyment as I do from watching your videos back after recording them and seeing how absolutely hilarious you are?
Okay, so I'll tell you what, after seeing myself doing the same thing over 50 times during editing, I do not find any of it funny at all. Like, I literally need to have my friends watch it and tell me if something is funny, because I'm just like, this is trash, this is the worst stuff I ever made. But what does really bring me enjoyment is reading the comments afterwards and seeing all the nice things people are saying and people laughing their asses off, because I'm just like, I must have done something right.
What's your opinion on furries?
Honestly, it's just live and let live. If you're enjoying yourself, if you're not hurting anyone, if it's bringing you happiness, by all means, be a furry. Personally, I'm not a furry. I've made a lot of great friends which are furries on VR chat because VR chat's practically a furry sanctuary. But yeah, honestly, if it just brings you happiness, then live your best life.
Did you play any sports when you were younger? My favorite is lacrosse.
As far as sports go, I never really played a bunch of sports, but I did grow up watching a lot of extreme sports. So I used to love watching like the X Games, and my personal favorite was skateboarding. I probably skateboarded from like 12 till I was like 24. And I got pretty good, like I had a lot of fun with it. I don't do it anymore, but I like watching like the tournaments and stuff like that. I was actually super stoked about it being in the 2020 Olympics, but COVID kind of ruined all that.
Do you edit your videos yourself, or do you have editors? And why does your laugh sound so wrong?
Currently, I do not have an editor. I have had friends help me with little video parts in the past, but for the most part, from the recording to the editing and the thumbnail, I've been doing it all myself. And as far as my laugh goes, listen, I seriously have no idea. I agree with you. My laugh is absolutely atrocious. Like, usually it's pretty chill, but when something gets me going, I'm a little bit ashamed by the noises that come out of my mouth.
What's the worst food to eat while taking a shower?
I'm just gonna go on and say cotton candy because I don't even think you're gonna be able to get a bite out of it before it all dissolves and just goes down the drain.
I would like to ask, of the clips that you have made thus far, which reaction and clip would you say is your favorite?
I'd have to say that my favorite reaction isn't actually from one of the trolling videos, but it's from my first PokerStars VR jump scare video, where I popped out of the table and scared the living shit out of this guy named Sheldon. And I swear to God, if you watch him, his life flashed before his eyes. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. And something that's actually really neat is that guy Sheldon actually ended up becoming my first subscriber. So that's a fun little factoid.
Which of your videos was your favorite to make?
Oh, definitely this bodybuilding one.
Hey man, it's time to throw down some poses. Come on, let's get this together.
JK, that video was actually pretty whack. I'd say it's either a close second would probably be the Half-Life Alex juggling video. I had a whole lot of fun doing that. But if I had to pick one, I'd say it's probably the Beat Sabering around video. If you guys haven't seen that, I pretty much just went to all these surrounding areas around my city and just played Beat Saber on my Oculus Quest and then mashed it all together. That was a whole lot of fun because I pretty much just got to travel to beautiful locations and just play Beat Saber. And I feel like we actually got some pretty shots of my area. But yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell from watching the video, but I spent a solid month gathering shots and doing all that kind of stuff. And then people still just ended up calling it fake. So what can you do?
Why Kermit lol?
Alright, so for such a simple question, let's get comfy because I'm going to dive in deep into this lore, and I also feel like it's going to answer some of these other questions that have been asked. So first off, I didn't choose the frog life. The frog life chose me. I've been either blessed or cursed with this very nasally, Kermit-y sounding voice. I personally don't hear it, but I've been getting made fun of since the dawn of time, so I guess there's something to it. As far as VR chat goes, I noticed real quick that people on there, after they play for a while, will generally develop some sort of identity. Whether it's like an avatar or a set of avatars that they really resonate with, they'll start running around with all that kind of stuff. So pretty much on my search, I eventually ran across one of Elemental's Kermits, like in the wild, and I was like, that's absolutely hilarious, I'm gonna clone it and use it. And that night became like one of the best nights that I've played on there, because just being myself in a Kermit skin pretty much made the character without even having to try, and I just had an absolute blast. So pretty much from that point on, I was like, this is me now.
How many more full body trolling in VR? I very much enjoy them. Have a great day.
Well, let's see. As long as you guys are still enjoying watching them, and I'm having fun making them, and I have enough ideas, I'll continue to do them. Like, there may be little breaks in between while I come up with new material, but other than that, yeah, I mean, you can keep expecting new ones for a while to come.
Where do you get your Kermit avatars? Do you make them?
So no, I don't make any of these avatars myself. I kind of tried dabbling in avatar creation at one point, and the results are absolutely terrible, so I gave up. Pretty much all the Kermit skins you see me use come from Elemental. I found his avatars when I was doing the first trolling video, and then pretty much after that we started talking. We've become really good friends. We've done some videos together. He'll do the commissions for me. I keep wanting to call him Kermissions because that's a joke name we have for him. He'll do commissions for me and whip together whatever Kermit I might need for a video. He also does some of the funniest meme avatars I've ever seen, and is also just an overall really chill guy. That little skinny stretch Kermit you see me use, that's our friend Cosmic. She pretty much specializes in making those, and she's absolutely hilarious as well. And what I find really funny is now we have like a really tight, fun little friend group on VR chat that was all brought together by Kermit, which is something that I find super hilarious.
What made you decide to do what you do on VR chat? And what made you play VR chat?
So pretty much what got me playing VR chat is that it was free and it was being constantly recommended as a top downloaded title for VR. So just one day I was like, screw it, I'm just going to give this a try. I had no idea what to expect, and then I immediately fell in love with all the chaotic energy that goes on in there. It's like literally like having a fever dream with how whack some of the stuff is. But after playing for a little bit, I just kind of fell in love with it, and I wanted a lot more, so I continued to play.
Roughly how much money have you sank into props and items for your setup? And how long did it take you to build that arsenal? If you can, list some of the most expensive props.
Oh man, how much have I spent on props? I'm not even entirely sure I want to think about that because I know it's been quite a bit. Well, so as far as the arsenal goes, I had most of the stuff in the first trolling video. Then I started buying individual things from that point on for the rest of them. So it's like, I never had a stripper pole, never had a hoverboard, never had that little trampoline. As far as the single most expensive prop, that giant metal ring you saw in the last one, that cereal costed like $1,200, but I already had that before because I've done that. I didn't buy it specifically for a video. But as far as total cost, I have no idea. But pretty much like a lot of the revenue I've been making off of ads and stuff like that, I've been rolling back into the channel, building up that arsenal, and then hopefully we'll create some more interesting content down the road. We'll see what happens.
When you first started doing YouTube, did you have any nerves when starting? And what tips would you give people who want to give it a go but are shy?
Oh yeah, absolutely 100%. And I still have nerves. Like every single time I hit that submit video button, I have nerves because it is truly not an easy thing to do to put yourself out there for criticism in front of potentially a lot of people. But I'd say tips I have for someone who's shy and is starting out is you literally just have to go for it. It's kind of like jumping into a pool. It's going to suck for a second, but once you're in there and you've done it, you're going to realize it's not that bad, and it does eventually start to get a bit better. I'd say just give it a go. In the worst case, what's going to happen is you're going to have some cool videos that you're going to keep forever. Also, I'm really glad to hear that my videos make your day, because oftentimes reading these really nice comments is what ends up making my day.
How did it feel to blow up the way you did?
Admittedly, it's kind of wild. Like, I was not expecting any of this at all. Like, I was more than happy making videos for my 300 subscribers, and I actually kind of shit my pants a little bit when I had this first initial jump from around 300 to 4,000. I was like, oh my god, this is a lot. But I mean, other than that, like, I don't know what to say. Like, you guys definitely turned a year that would have been an otherwise shitty year into something rather special. And for that, I mean, I can't really thank you enough.
Will you be doing more videos other than full body tracking based content?
Yeah, for sure. Like, the whole idea behind this channel is I wanted to kind of be like a variety channel. I wanted to be sort of like my experience of me going through VR. So I know like the full body trolling video sort of took priority, and that's because I had limited time and I wanted to continue working on and putting my efforts towards what people were really liking. But yeah, like I plan on playing all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of unique ideas with other games. I have a lot of experiments that I haven't tried yet that are like unique that people haven't really done yet. So we'll see how that kind of stuff works out. And even if the idea isn't that unique, even if it's like a best of moment sort of video, I try to give it like my own personal flavor and keep it like more raw and kind of have it like something that people aren't really producing on this platform anymore. So, I mean, yeah, like expect all sorts of other kind of content in the future. Of course, there's going to be more full body trolling stuff. Like, I know you guys are loving that, so I'm not going to cut it out. And plus, I really like making it as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be trying all sorts of other experiments, and some are going to land and some aren't going to land. And this is still a pretty new channel, and we're going to be pretty much going through this journey together. So let's see what happens.
Can we have a setup tour of your VR room?
Just prepare to be incredibly underwhelmed because everything that you see me do takes place in this tiny, hideously painted 10x10 room which I live in my friend's house. And that's right, I do not have really a dedicated workspace. My cat shits in that box. I got this little green screen wall that I set up over here. That pad that you guys see me hopping around on actually doubles as my bed when it's not in use. This is my cat tree, which my princess is currently sleeping on right now, so let's give her a little bit of rubs. She's so sweet. And yeah, all my electronics I keep back on this side. The way I try to set it up is everything on the back end is lower than waist level and everything on the front is out of the way, so hopefully I don't hit it. My PC's down here. I'll show some specs on screen in case someone's interested. And yeah, I mean, this is it. Like, I film with this GoPro. Got my mod mic right here, my headsets, all my VR headsets, and then everything else going up on this little shelf here. I have 4 trackers, 1 in each corner. I do have this little pulley system to keep my cable out of the way that runs down over there. I have it marked out for the spaces I can actually set the pole up and then hopefully not hit the wall. But yeah, that's it. Like, as you can see, I'm doing a lot with not a whole lot of space. And of course, the future goal is to have a dedicated workspace. Hopefully, like, a bigger area, vaulted ceiling would be great. But for now, you know, I'm just utilizing the space that I have and just doing the best I can. And we'll see what I can do in the future, so. Alrighty, so that's it for this video. If you made it all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. I want to do a big thanks to everyone who asked a question in the community post. If your question didn't get featured in this video, just double check the community post. I'm going to be responding to every single the ones that I didn't respond to on here. If anyone else has any other questions, make sure to ask down in the comments. I'm going to respond to as many of those as I possibly can. And then, yeah, anyways, just big thanks. Thanks for watching. Super stoked on the 500K. I hope that I was able to give an opportunity for you guys to learn a bit about myself. Good luck on the giveaway, and that's all for today. Peace.